Hello, everyone. Today is Sunday, May 25th, 2025. And I want to tell you a little story about a conversation I had recently with someone who knows that I've been in business for 25 years and had a question about whether or not she was too old to start a business. Okay. So, you guys know me. Like, if you've known me for a long time, or actually, if you've known me for any amount of time, you know that my answer to that question was no. Like, you're never too old to do anything. You may be a lot of other things. There may be a lot of other reasons why you might not want to start a business, but age is definitely, it's really not a reason to not do anything, in my opinion. Like, age is a number. And it basically counts the number of 365 segments of time that you have been breathing. That's all it does. It doesn't limit you. It actually indicates your wisdom, your amount of wisdom. So to be honest with you, in my opinion, the older you are, the more wise you are, the more friends you have, the more of a network you have, the more knowledge you have, the more educated you are about a variety of things. And so the more equipped you are to be able to not just start a business, but actually to be able to lead it and sustain it. But I don't think you're too old. I don't think you're too young. I just think there may be some other reasons that are holding you back from starting a business, and they're all in your head. Right? You may think that there's too much competition out there in the field that you're in. You may think that you're not tech savvy enough. You may think you don't have enough money. You may think you don't have enough time. And actually, those are all just excuses as well. But if your excuse is that you think that you're too old, I'm here to tell you that you're not. So let me give you just a couple of examples of people who have started businesses that have been successful in the second half of their lives. And by second half, I mean like 45, 50, and older. Ariana Huffington started the Huffington Post at age 50. I made a little list here, right? So I may look down a little bit. Okay. At 50 in 2005, she started the Huffington Post, and it has been and continues to be very successful. There is a woman named Joan McDonald who is now 79. She started a business called Train with Joan. It's like a fitness business. She started it in 2017 when she was 71 years old. And she basically started it because her daughter, who was a fitness trainer, kind of encouraged her mom, who was overweight at the time and not very fit or healthy in a variety of ways. Her daughter told her, Mom, I can really help you. Like, if you would let me train you, if you would let me show you a few things, I can help you feel better about your life, be more healthy, be more fit. Would you allow me to do that? And Joan, being the smart woman that she is, allowed her daughter to help her. And she lost a lot of weight and she became healthier and more fit and stronger. She started lifting weights and so forth. And today she has well over 1 million followers on Instagram. She has a lot of influencer deals, advertising deals. She's been on the covers of magazines, and she's healthier and stronger and more fit. So she's been able to change her whole life. I think she's written a book as well. So she's changed her income level. She's changed everything about her life. And she started at age 70. Okay. All right. So if you think you're too old, you're wrong. All right. Let's look at another one. Martha Stewart was 41 when she wrote her first book. And we all know Martha Stewart now is like, a couple of years ago, she was on the cover of Sports Illustrated magazine, the most senior woman, the oldest woman to ever be on the cover of the magazine. And she's doing continuously amazing things with her brand, with her magazine, with publishing of all kinds in multiple genres. And we all know too, Martha Stewart is a convicted felon from many years ago. She's been in jail. She almost lost her entire business. So, age, she managed to lose her freedom for a significant period of time and almost lose her business and bounce back from there. So, like, we can all have excuses, right? I bet for you being in jail, And being a convicted felon is probably not one of them. So you can use age if you want, but it's really not a good enough excuse. Okay. Colonel Sanders of Kentucky Fried Chicken started the brand in 1962 or 52 when he was 65 years old. Ray Kroc started McDonald's when he was 52 years old. And Mary Kay started the Mary Kay brand in 1963 as a single mom when she was 45 and she only had $5,000 when she got started. Okay, so those are just a few examples, and there are so many more, probably in cities and towns all across this country, people that we've never heard of, that we will probably never hear of, who have started small businesses in their communities. They are not on the covers of magazines. They are not the names that I just mentioned that we all know and love because we read about them in books or what have you. They're just regular people. They may not be making 7, 8 figures, but they're doing really well on their own in your town. You can probably call the Chamber of Commerce in your town and ask them, do you have any members who started their businesses later in life? Maybe after they retired or they're close to retirement. Do you know any people like that that I might be able to talk to? Or just join the local Chamber of Commerce in your town and ask for yourself. The membership dues in a local chamber of commerce are generally not that high. And if you want to connect with other people who are local to you, the way to do it is to join an organization where local businesses connect with each other. But here's the thing that I want to encourage you about is that today it is easier than ever with technology to start a business. And Train with Joan is a perfect example of that. She started her business in 2017, and she really didn't intend from the very beginning to start a business. She just started an Instagram channel to share her journey. She did not have at that time the idea that she was going to have 1 million followers on Instagram. She just wanted to hold herself accountable and show photographs and videos of herself so she could track her own progress. That was the goal from the very beginning. But what happened was she began to build an audience. And these days, if you don't know it, I'm going to tell you now. One of the first steps that you want to take when you're starting a business is you need to get people's attention. Okay. Because attention is cash. You cannot sell anything unless you first get people's attention. And this is what social media is used for, to get people's attention. So what she did was she started a channel to share her journey, her weight loss journey, her fitness journey, and it started to get people's attention. Once you have people's attention, they want to follow you. And then you start to be able to showcase what you're doing and showcase your capabilities and how you can help people. And the next thing that happens is those people want to hear more from you. And what happens next is a community starts to form. And once that community starts to form, the next thing that happens is people want to know how you can help them. How can you help me? What can you do for me? What can I buy from you that can help me? That is your opportunity to create a product that can help them. And that product is what you can put up at a website very simply and very inexpensively today and start to sell. And that product might actually be a physical consumer product that you can sell, like a bar of soap, a candle, a cleaning product, a shampoo, a conditioner, a body lotion, a body oil, a perfume. It might be a book that you can either physically buy on Amazon or something that you can download as an ebook. You can sell something. And once you do that, you can begin to create a community around that brand where you can bring the people together who are interested in what you have to say in a private place where you can connect with them and they can connect with each other. And then you have this special exclusive space where your products, the brand that you have created, the products that you're selling, and the people that are interested in buying. They get together in this community, and you have yourself, you have your brand, the products that you're offering, and you have the people that are interested. Those three things to come together in an ecosystem that allows you, the brand, and the people to thrive together all at the same time. It doesn't matter your age. What matters is that you know who it is that you're talking to and what product you have to offer them that can help them. That's all that matters, because you are going to reach the people who are interested. It doesn't matter how old you are. They will find you and you will find them. Now, I'm oversimplifying a little bit here, but here's the thing. If you let your age get between you and what it is that you feel like you have to offer in the world, you are getting in your own way. You are thwarting your own progress, and you are also keeping other people from being served, from being helped by what you have to offer. You are losing out and they are losing out. And you are allowing your age to do something against you when you could be using it to your benefit. Your age can work against you or it can work for you. You can put it to work in your favor or you can put it to work to your detriment. The choice is yours. And if you choose to let it work against you, that is going to be on you and you will regret it. You will regret it. But if you decide that your age is not going to get in your way, and you are going to put your best foot forward with what you have to work with in your favor, you are going to help people as you also help yourself and build something of value for yourself that helps other people. That is a choice. That is a decision that you have the power to make today. Now, my friend said to me what was really bothering her was that she felt like she was late, like she was behind the eight ball, like she should have done it 10 years ago, 15 years ago when she first had the idea. Okay, well, maybe that's true. If I coulda, shoulda, woulda, maybe I should have done it 10 years ago. Okay, well, I should have planted a tree 10 years ago, but I didn't. The first best day to have planted a tree was 10 years ago, but you know what? The second best day is today because I'm still here. I still have the desire, and it's 10 years later. So, you know what that means? I have even more wisdom. I have even more resources at my disposal than I had 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, I could have started something new and maybe it would have worked. But today I can start something new and I have more resources. I am more empowered. I am smarter. I am wiser. I know more people. I have more at my disposal today than I did 10 years ago. Technology has advanced by a decade. It's more advanced than it was 10 years ago. Therefore, it costs less, it's more efficient, and it's more accessible to me today than it was 10 years ago. That means that I can be more accessible to people than I could have been 10 years ago. I can be more efficient than I could have 10 years ago. And I can start a business and spend less money doing it than I could have 10 years ago. All of these things are working in your favor. So if you're telling yourself that you're too old, that is a conversation that you're having with yourself. That is a choice. You are choosing to tell yourself that you are too old, and you have no one to blame for that conversation but you. You are choosing to put yourself in a box, and that is your choice. But you have another choice. You can choose to step outside of that box, to leave the conversation about your age being a detriment behind, and embrace the conversation that you can use your age as a propeller. You can use your age as a positive. You can use your age as something that empowers you and emboldens you to move forward with your dream. the one that has been sitting on a shelf for however long, the one that is inside of you that no one else has, that you can build something from the ground up that didn't exist before you created it. You are the only person that can make this happen. No one can do it like you can. And it doesn't matter what your age is. And in fact, the more advanced you are in age, the more capable you are of making your dreams come true because you've done it before. You have done hard things before. You have overcome challenges in your life. And the older you are, the more challenges you have overcome. So you are capable of this. You only have to step around all the negative self-talk and embrace the positive self-talk, the choices, the reminders that you are strong, you are capable, you can challenge yourself, and you can do anything that you decide you can do if you leave the negative self-talk behind. So tell me what you think. You must be able to find some examples to inspire and encourage you and lift you up. Examples of people that started businesses when they weren't 25 or 30 and had no clue what they were doing, no experience, no real anything under their belt, not a network like you have, and challenges overcome that you have. You got this. You got this. So I want to hear in the comments, what do you think? What negative self-talk are you telling yourself about your age that we can flip? What are the positive things you can say about your age and how your age can empower you and embolden you to start your business today? You can do it. And if I can help, leave a comment and let me know. I want to hear how I can help you because I was not all that young when I started the Indie Business Network. I was almost 40. I was almost 40 and I had children after I started the business. Like I was raising babies. I was pregnant out to here. I was writing newsletters at 2 o'clock in the morning. I understand how hard it is to not be 25 and all tech savvy when you start a business. And I did it. And you can too. Okay. So I want to hear about it in the comments. Tell me your story. Tell me your doubts. Tell me your fears, and we will overcome them together. And I'll see you next time.